Hello everyone, my name is Erin Elizabeth Warenberg. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This week I'm going to be talking about what should I be celebrating? The very short answer to this question is everything. You should be celebrating everything. And, alright, video's done, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. So when we celebrate, why should we celebrate everything? So first thing is because everything is worth celebrating, and second thing, this helps us reframe our energy around our whole lives. So basically, we think that we can just suddenly activate our energy of celebration when we finally get the thing we want, or we finally get the big huge thing, right? That we think we can celebrate and just suddenly be happy and thankful once we get this final big step, right? The big things. And those things are worth celebrating, of course, but if you haven't trained yourself to be celebratory for every little thing you get along the way, then there's no way that energy of celebration will be permanent, and it will be more of a fleeting thing, and you might feel like, oh my god, this is so great, I'm so happy, but why doesn't this feel as deeply as it could or as good as it could? And so when we learn to celebrate everything, and I'll talk about what I mean by everything in a second, we are activating this energy of celebratory, which is basically gratitude. When you celebrate, you are thankful and you're acknowledging and you're living from a place of gratitude for how much you have and how much is given to you every moment of every day. And when you do that, that vibrates higher with the frequency of the universe, which then vibrates higher with what you want and law of attraction and this whole thing. All these things that are connected. So when you celebrate, so you have to activate this energy so you can get used to celebrating, and then also when you're used to celebrating the little things, that'll help you celebrate the big things. Because again, the big things, right, the final thing, the only reason you got there is because you did a bunch of little steps to get to the big step. So you're essentially celebrating a little step. It's just this little step has the outcome that you've been working towards the whole time. So when you can learn to celebrate the day-to-day little things, then it'll help you get to the big thing faster, and it won't seem as painful because you're already celebrating what you have along the way instead of just waiting for this final outcome to be the main thing you celebrate. And so what do I mean when I celebrate everything? I mean everything. You'll probably laugh at some of these examples I give just because it goes so against what we've been taught in our culture of what is worth celebrating and not celebrating. So the main thing, like when you wake up in the morning, celebrate that. When you go to the bathroom, celebrate that. When you wash your face, when you get dressed, when you write a letter, when you send an email, when you respond to a text message, all these things you can be like, good job, self, I did it. I say, good job, Erin, you did it. Killing it. Great job. And again, you might laugh because this is like, can feel so against everything we're taught in terms of celebration of ourselves and what is worth celebrating, and you know, it's just stupid little things, whatever, but you do these things every single day, pretty much, the examples I gave, and we take them for granted. And those things are just so programmed deep into us, but if we can learn to find joy in those little things, then we can definitely learn to find joy in the bigger things. So next time today, I challenge you to do this for 3 things that are mundane for you. After I eat food, I'm like, wow, great job, Erin, you just nourished your body. Hell yeah, that's so good. That's so good. You did so good. After I finish reading, after I go for a walk, after I hang up the phone, I say, Erin, you just did some social interaction. Great job. That's so good. And if anyone tries to make you feel like celebrating this is bad or stupid or a waste of your time, then you can just say, okay, I don't accept your attack, and I'm going to keep celebrating my life. Because probably they're not giving, and definitely they're not giving themselves space to celebrate themselves in this way. And so I encourage you to do it. I also externally congratulate people on this. And at first they might be like, okay, stop making fun of me, which again, red flag, why is that our first reaction to this? But you can say, wow, thank you so much for that email, it was so great. And people will be like, okay, at first, but then I just keep going like that. And people, I get resistance all the time, but I'm not going to stop. So today I would encourage you to just find a few ways that you can celebrate yourself and what you do every single day, and all the things that you do every day, even when it feels like you've done nothing. So let me know in the comments below which things you are going to celebrate for yourself today. You did it, you're here, maybe watching this video, maybe making it all the way through the video if you're still here with me. Good job. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Bye.